smoking too much crack. All right. Get you warm. Oops. Not if I do that. There you go. You can hop back in. Did you guys forget the diagonal? Do the little diagonals already? Okay. All right, stop. We want to go green zone to green zone, remember? Green zone, so step forward. Her green zone is everything that she can take on her backhand side. Her yellow zone is out here, and her red zone is right hip, right shoulder, and same with her. So her green zone is everything she can take on her back. Show me your backhand. Show me your backhand. Yeah, that's her green zone. Yellow zone's on the outside. Red zone is right shoulder. So for this, we want to be going green zone to green zone, which is backhand to backhand. Yeah, yeah. And then the other part of it is we want everything to go through this window. So green zone to green zone through the window. That's our objective. I got you. You got some drilling pants. Good. So you can tell by the difficulty that you're having getting it to her green zone that your paddle's too open. So you need to close your paddle a little bit more because you're popping everything up.
Okay.
Right? So close your paddle a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit harder, Christine. A little bit harder. Just a little bit harder. So if she's having trouble getting the ball to you, just step in a little bit. Take another step in. You getting the rhythm going? Okay, one more set, then we'll stop. That's good. Okay, so we're going to jump right into, we're going to cut our warm up a little bit short. We're going to be hitting lots of balls today. I want to do a review of the spin that we're doing today. So today, one of the characteristics of 4.0 players is their ability to hit the roll volley and the backhand flick. Both of them are top spin shots. If you go up to CPC to take the road to 4.0 and get graded and try to get your 4.0 rating, one of the things that they're going to do is, this is a big component of what they're going to be testing you on. Can you hit roll volleys? So we'll cover it. We'll get everybody doing it, and that way people are at least prepared for that. Okay? So our motion is our forehand motion. So remember our top swing, or our forehand top spin shot. We come to here, and then we hit this windshield wiper motion. Right? So this is, no, you're using your whole arm there. We're just using our forearm. So on our top spin, we finish with the high elbow. Right? We're only using this part of the stroke today. Yep. Just this part. Right? So the machine's going to be feeding balls to us. We're going to be receiving them, and our forehands are going to look like this. Our backhands are going to look like this. Right? So we're just using the pronation part. So I'm going to get everybody to come over to the wall, review what pronation is. Actually, let's do it. Yeah, we'll do it here. So my palm is facing my target. So if I'm holding my paddle, my palm is facing the target. Right? And pronation is this motion right here. So come right up to the wall. No, just with your hand. Yeah, and do this motion. You're rolling around your forehand. Right? So this top part of your arm stays mostly still, and you're rotating around your forearm. Yeah, there you go. You got it. So that's the motion. Now, the difference is we're hitting the ball slightly forward, so we have to imagine that this ball's tipped on an angle, so our motion's going to be like this. Right? But that's still the motion. The palm still stays like this. So now you put the racket in your hand, right? And, oops, got to back away from the wall a little bit. So this is our motion. So, no, you're going back towards yourself. You want to go this way, right? Remember, we're hitting forward. Yeah, there you go. You got it, Christine. That's the motion. We're starting down here at...
So your paddle's not like this. It's this way.
Yeah, exactly. It's going a little bit forward. So imagine that there's a slope here.
Yeah.
And we're going up the slope.
Yeah.
Right? If we were standing on the hood of the car looking at the windshield, we would be the windshield wiper.
So it's like...
I'll show you.
So what does that cause the ball to do?
Top spin.
When you're hitting it, it causes it to roll this way?
Top spin. Yep.
Top spin, so it's rolling like this.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
So my elbow.
Yeah, keep your elbow fairly.
Like with the drop shot.
Yep.
It's in
Stationary.
the same position.
Yep. Same position.
And this is, what did you say, this is open?
This is closed. Yeah, this is going to be closed. And let's fix this right now. There we go. There we go. That's better. Yeah, good. Christine's got that grip down now.
Yeah.
It's become a habit now, hasn't it?
It has actually.
So you want to, the little finger is almost dropping off the bottom, right? That helps you get, it helps you accelerate because this little finger just acts as a brake, right? So taking the little finger off.
So you're actually whipping it.
Yep, there we go. Yep.
So you're whipping it.
Yeah, because you have to accelerate, right? Yeah. So now you still want to have prolonged contact on the ball to maximize spin, right? So your touch on the ball has to be gentle. I was explaining to Christine a few weeks ago that if you hit the ball so hard it jumps off, it never gets a chance to spin. So you really have to be purposeful and gentle to get dwell time. Yeah, exactly. Think about brushing your hair. You wouldn't brush your hair and whack your head with the brush, right? You want to brush your hair. So, or if you think of a paintbrush, right? You were jabbing at the wall and the wall was, you know what I mean, it wouldn't work. So you've got to get dwell time, which means that moment of contact with the ball has to be relatively gentle. Your timing has to be good. Okay, so let's go up to the net and take a look at what it looks like. I'm going to hit some without the machine initially, just to show you. All right, so we're going to be hitting in the mud. Actually, we're going to start just hand feeds. So let me come around there and show you what it looks like. All right, so we'll start with hand feeds, and then we'll get to the machine. So I'm just going to put the ball out here, brush up on the back of it. So see, I'm just reaching out, fingers kind of to the side, drop the ball, make it spin.
So you're still finishing up here.
Yeah, I've been exaggerating a little bit because we're just working on getting the spin going.
Still kind of coming across.
Yep. Yep. For sure. Yep. Okay. So I'll bring some balls over and yeah, so the backhand, we'll work on that next, but the backhand will look like this. Right? Yeah, but you don't use your whole arm. You're using your whole arm again, right? Keep your elbow stationary. Right, there you go. It's like you're throwing your paddle that way. Yeah, yeah, like a frisbee. Come on over. A little bit. You're going from low to high. Come on over to this side and we'll just grab the balls out of here and we'll feed that way. Just initially. We'll do this. We'll do our first set that way and then we'll turn around. I'll come and look. I'm coming to look. Yeah, you got it. That's a good one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're getting spin. Now, I'm going to caution both of you. You're both hitting the ball out here.
Yeah.
Remember where your sweet spot is, right? So we want to hit it. So top spin, we tend to hit a little high, right? Just to soften it up so our paddle speed isn't as fast. But remember that this is your sweet spot. A little high is here. If you hit it out here, you're going to get really inconsistent results, right? So Christine, you're hitting mostly flat. You're not really brushing. I really want you to soften up. Just really soften up. Really soften up that moment of contact. Very good, Charlotte. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. There you go. Nice. Gentle. Okay, so you started here and went to here. I want you to start here and finish here.
Okay.
I really want you to get the RPMs going, but that moment of contact has to be gentle so that you're brushing.
Okay.
Right? So if you got to focus on those two things.
So
No, not. You're starting way down.
Oh, way down.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're finishing
Way up.
way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way down. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I love where you're finishing, but let's get your start even lower. So right now you're starting kind of here.
Yeah.
Let's get you starting there.
Oh, hold the leg down.
Yeah, get it. Really get your starting position here. Oops. So that you can get maximum spin. You drop it on the ground if you want. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. Yeah. No, hang on. So you finished with your paddle head here. You're not pronating. We want to finish with your paddle head here.
Okay.
Right? So remember this motion right here. This wrist has to stay bent back.
Okay.
Right? So,
Down.
right? See this bend?
Yep.
Has to stay there. Okay?
Okay.
So, down.
Bend.
Yeah.
But it's not bent to start out, but it's straight.
No, it is bent.
Oh, it is bent.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are kind of pushing your palm
Pushing your
forward.
palm forward, yeah, absolutely. And toss it a little further up front so you have to reach for it. There you go. It was excellent. That was excellent. The contact was a little crisp, but the motion was excellent. Oh. Are you flirting with Charlotte? All right, we'll do one more set backwards on the forehand. Then we'll work on the backhand, and then I'll turn on the machine. We're not going to have a game segment today. We're going to use the machine for the entire last half hour. So. You can use this tube, Charlotte. Here. I'll grab the other tube. Did I start the camera? I did. Awesome. Let's leave it over there. This way you're hit. Now, sorry?
You need the ball machine refill?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay. We're gonna go this way for now, so that you're facing the camera, so you can see yourself later if you want to.
Okay.
All right, there we go. No, still continue. We'll do one more set of the forehand, and then we're going to do the backhand. Yeah, very nice. Good. Yeah, a little further up front. Push it a little further up front. And remember, lower on the paddle, Charlotte. Little lower on the paddle. No, I mean on the head. Yeah. Yeah. Closer to the throat. Nice. Get lots of top spin. Yeah. I'm glad you're noticing the sound. Oh, nice. That was a really nice stroke. Yep. Good, Charlotte. That's all right.
It doesn't jump off in any direction. Like it
No.
doesn't look like it has spin.
Exactly.
It does, yeah. So the beautiful thing about topspin is, I need to grab a couple of balls to demonstrate this. If I can borrow your paddle, please. Okay, so if I have topspin and I put it high in the air, it jumps high. But if I project my topspin forward, it stays low. So the energy goes forward and low. That's the beautiful thing about topspin. If you want it to jump up, you give it some height. But if you want it to keep it low, you see how low that stayed? Because of the spin, when it hit the ground, it was projected forward. So whatever angle you give to it, it accentuates that angle. So if you hit it low, it stays low. If you hit it high, it ticks high, right? So it'll give back whatever you give it. So what we're trying to do with this shot is, imagine somebody's at the baseline, I've pushed them back, right? I'm trying to put enough topspin on it. It flies into them and accelerates after the bounce. And if I do my topspin right, the first bounce will be into the court. The second bounce, it'll be actually dropping by the time it gets to them at the baseline. So they're forced to get way down here and they have no room to get under the ball, right? So you can, that's our objective. So, yep. Right, it is moving, but it's moving forward, not kicking up. All right, so we're going to try the backhand now. Let me try your racket now this time. Okay, so stand just in front of me so you can actually see my hand, right? So remember, loose, let it dangle like a pendulum. And I'm actually like throwing for this one, depending on where I'm receiving the ball, the racket actually comes kind of back behind my shoulder, right? If I'm taking it out of the air, it's going to be more like a frisbee, right? So when it's close to me at a low angle, it's going to be more like this. When I'm pushing it forward, a high ball that I don't have to worry about the net on, I can get my racket face even lower, and my follow through is going to follow the logic of wherever my racket face is pointing, right? Because I'm pronating around that spot.
So I just need to get this in my head.
Yep.
When the ball is coming at you and you're hitting it, where are you hitting it on the paddle? Like
here.
Oh, there.
Yeah, so I'm rolling
so
across.
So you're brushing.
Yeah, it's like I'm brushing your hair.
Oh, that way.
Right?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's the motion. So remember our pronation, right? Think of your racket face, right? Think of, so if I'm hitting a high ball, I'm hitting it down in the court. So my racket face is going to be pointing down. So I need to pronate around that angle. I need to pronate around the racket face. If it's here, I need to hit a little bit up. So I'm going to be making contact out here because I need to make contact to get the ball up over the net. So I need to pronate around that angle, which means I'm going to end up coming back here. Right? Yeah. But you just have to think of the angle. I'm hitting down, I'm hitting flat, I'm hitting up, and then just pronate around that angle. That's why I'm constantly advising people to just get used to this motion. Make it feel natural. Use your knob grip. Make it feel natural. And all of this stuff will come. Okay. All right, so we're going to try some feeds.
Movement of the forearm, but there's also rotation of the wrist.
Yes, well, everything from the elbow down is rotated, except for the hand, obviously. So can I borrow your paddle for a second? All right, so this is what we're going to do. Drop it way out front. And then I'm flicking, right? Because don't forget, this is a low ball now. I have to hit it over the net. Oops. That's terrible. Oops. Right? If I'm taking it out of the air, it's going to be a slightly different motion, right? If I'm hitting down on it from up here, It's going to be a slightly different motion. So the pronation is the important part. Self-feeding is going to be a slightly different follow-through than when it's coming out of the machine. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, so just do the best you can, and your brain's going to figure it out as we go through this. So off the ground. Yep, you can bounce it. There you go. You got spin. Starting low, exactly. Starting low, finishing high. Beautiful. First shot. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Good. Now, you're so line up on this white line just so I can show you. Okay. So remember that you're hitting it here, so you're going to want to drop it on this side of the white line. If you drop it over here, it's going to be really hard for you to spin it. So make sure you drop it over on this side of the white line just so you can get some spin on it. Little off center drop. Yeah, you're getting spin on it. Good. You're weird. Did you ever think of that? There you go. You can use this. You can take that one. You take this one, Charlotte. There you go. There's a couple. Okay, we'll do one more basket of those, and then I'm going to fire up the machine, and we'll start doing some balls out of the machine. That was a nice one, Christine. Yeah, good. Yeah, bend a little deeper, Charlotte. Squat a little deeper. Use your legs. Nice, Christine. You got, oh, good motion. Yeah, get lots of spin, Charlotte. Yep. Reinberg. Yeah. 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 Nice, Charlotte. Good spin. Yep. Yeah. 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 That's worked. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. We use this shot specifically when our opponents are at the baseline and we're trying to keep them there. We're trying to just hit them balls that will cause them to make an error, either that causes the ball to fall short of the net or to go out of bounds, or to give us a high ball that we can end the rally on. Right? So that's the purpose of the shot, the tactical purpose of the shot. I want you to think of how we play the opportunity game, especially when we first started playing it. We do a friendly serve and a friendly return. Remember the friendly volley? What is a friendly volley? It's flat, it's high, it sits up, it allows the person to move forward. This is exactly the opposite of that. It's low, it's spinning, it's fast, it's right into their body. Right? This is a very unfriendly shot. It doesn't need to be 150 miles an hour. If I'm trying to hit drop shots, think of our opportunity game. If I'm trying to hit drop shots, even just our drop feeding when we're feeding each other for drop shots, if you're giving me a ball that's low and with topspin, it's really hard for me to hit a drop shot off of that, right? So you don't need, this shot doesn't need to be a winner. This shot is just a difficult shot that should result in an error from your opponent. Right?
So the objective of this shot is to kind of hit it back at them so it's at their body and they're having, because if it's coming at you, kind of spinning at you like this and coming here, the only alternative they have is to try to push it, right?
Push it away.
Or to get around it.
Yeah. Okay. So if you hit it right towards them, yeah. They have to hit a open stance, backhand, from low, with topspin, which is going to result in, unless they're really good players, it's going to result in either an error or a high pop-up, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to put it to a side, you want to put this to their backhand side, right? Force them to hit, yeah. Right? To hit that soft backhand. But the primary focus is on getting maximum spin. Secondary focus is directional control. A tertiary focus is get it, if you can, to bounce the second time just behind the baseline. Because if it's right on the ground as they're trying to make contact with it, they're going to have to lunge forward to get it. If they're lunging or reaching, what's going to happen? Okay, so if I'm here, the ball is going to go over the net. If I have to reach out here, what happens? It pops up, right? So if you can have your second bounce be bouncing right into their feet where they go, oh shit, I got to take it further out front, they're going to pop it up, right? So all three.
How do you counteract that kind of topspin?
You don't. You've got to hope that they make an error in hitting their topspin shot.
No, I meant, so here I am, I've hit a topspin to you,
yeah.
So how do you hit that? Like, do you have to just be in a certain spot? Or?
I have to hope. So if you've hit me the topspin and I'm the resetter at the baseline, yeah. I have to hope you hit your topspin.
And that's it?
Yeah. Because if you're hitting really good topspin, I'm going to have a really tough time. Right? I have to, first of all, I have to not put myself in this position.
Yeah.
If I get myself in this position, I have to hope that you're going to make a mistake first.
Yeah.
Right? And then if, as long as you're giving me good balls, I just have to try and stay alive until you make a mistake.
So it's a very effective shot. Like it's about a 95% shot. Depends. Yeah. Depends on, yeah.
I mean, if you're hitting at Steve Deacon 6.6, he's going to return a lot of these.
Yeah.
But if you're hitting at an average 3.5 player, it's going to be a highly effective shot.
Okay. So a return of serve would be a good time to do
this. This is specifically a up at the net reset shot. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be at the back line.
No. So this is a up at the net shot to try and keep people back.
If they're at the baseline, to keep them at the baseline.
Exactly.
You wouldn't do it if they were at the net.
No.
And try and get it past them.
Well, you can. You can hit a top spin drop. That's what we were working on last Friday. You weren't here Friday. We worked on the top spin drop on Friday. It's a version of this shot from the resetter's point of view. But it's really difficult to hit a top spin drop. Well, I wouldn't even try a top spin drop if somebody was hitting this shot at me, because the best way to return this shot is slice. So, all right, let's have a drink, and then we're gonna start into the machine part. Yeah, I did. All right.
But once you get to go to 3.5, you should do that, right?
You can do whatever you want. It's not going to go down, Christine. If you play people above you, it'll go down. But if you balance it out and play some people below you, it won't.
But if my level's 3.5, how do I play a 3.2 player?
Go to play in 305 one week on Saturday, 305, right? Or go to CPC. Right. All right, I'm going to do a demonstration first. We're going to take turns. We're not both going to be hitting because I want you to both have an opportunity to hit from stationary. So we'll do three shots and then switch. So machine's going to give me balls. I don't know whether they're going to be forehand or backhand. Oops. These are a little soft. I'm going to move the machine up a little bit. Okay, so this is what we're doing. All right, go ahead, take your turns. One person will hit 3 balls. Oh, there you go. So hit 3 and then rotate. When you're waiting your turn, stand behind so you can keep the balls cleared out. Yeah, nice. Very good. No, don't forget your pronation. Make it spin. That's the most important thing. There you go. That was a good one. Yeah, good spin. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. So, everybody's had a chance to get conditioned to the way the machine is feeding. So, receiving the ball. As the ball's coming in, you have to get the paddle below the height of the ball, right? So that's really important. You need to figure out where the ball is going to land on the floor. Get your paddle below and in front of the ball so that it's waiting for the ball when it gets there. You need to be below the ball significantly, not a little bit. Get it below the ball, very close to the ground, and then do your pronation. Yeah, use your legs. Exactly.
So the leg motion is what kind of crushes the ball.
It helps. The leg motion actually is what gives you your forward momentum, right? Because you want your racket contact on the ball to be just gentle enough to allow you to brush it. Remember, we don't brush like that. We brush like that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Just push them off to the side. Yeah, very nice. That stayed very low. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. So everybody's comfortable now. Our stroke motions are good. So let's set some parameters so we can define success. Your first bounce should be somewhere around here. Ideally, you're going to have a second bounce before it hits the green line. Okay? Don't worry about watching the 5.0 professionals hit stuff to the baseline. We're not there yet. What's going to be much more effective at the level that we're playing at is a two bouncer. You can get it to bounce twice inside the court. If you keep it low enough and it has low enough spin and it's soft enough that it bounces here and there, people will be standing at the baseline waiting for it, right? If they do move forward awkwardly, they're going to swing way too hard and end up hitting it out the back of the court, right? So don't try to hit like 5.0s right into the feet of the person at the baseline, right? I want you to just focus on getting two bounces. So that means the ball can't be too high. You want it to be soft, and you want the bounce from bounce 1 to bounce 2 to be a low bounce with lots of spin. Okay? One, two, nice. One. Twice. Beautiful. 1, 2, nice. That was a good one. 2. 1, 2, very nice. 1, 2. Right in the face. Nice. Yeah. 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 All right, so now we'll introduce the ready position. So I'm waiting here for the ball to come. I see it's coming, I see it's a drop shot. So I'm going to come down to here. I'm going to hit my shot back into ready position. Ready position. Hit my shot back into ready position. Ready position. Hit my shot back into ready position. Okay? I was just starting you low. I was just starting you low because we need to learn the motion. If I start people high, they end up doing a loop, right? And we don't want to loop. Notice what's happening. You're going from ready position. Your racket's not dropping enough. Right, exactly. There we go. Very nice. Very nice, Charlotte. You got it. I have to go set up the other nets, so I'm just going to leave you guys for a little bit. Nice, Christine. How are you? I'm well, thanks. I'm just in the middle of a lesson. I'll be back out if you can let people in. Thank you very much. You guys got it. Oh, that was nice, Christine. Yep. Nice. Yeah, good. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Can I borrow your paddle for a second? So, watch my arm. This is what you're doing. You're extending your arm forward like this. See, I'm keeping my elbow close to my body and I'm just using my forearm. Think T-Rex arms. Think T-Rex arms, right? So, yeah, exactly. Okay. It's a flick. It's a flick. It's a flick. Your motion's fine. Charlotte, your motion's fine. Yeah. No, this way. That was good. So, just really think about the motion being from here to here. Okay. This is where the motion is. This doesn't move so much.
That doesn't move.
Right?
Okay,
so
it's kind of tight against your body.
Not tight, but it is going to move some. It's going to move some depending on how far you have to reach. But most of the motion is here. We always in pickleball want to allow this shoulder joint to just relax and hang in its most natural position as much as possible. Okay. Right? Just use your forearm. Yep. Something like that. Yeah, exactly. Pronation. There you go. There you go. That's better. Much better, Christine. There we go. Was that awesome or what? You guys are great today.
I think it's going to be one of our favorite shots.
Oh yeah.
That power kind of thing.
I got it.
Yeah. I think it's better to kind of have the power and have to pull back than not have the
Oh,
power
for sure.
and try to have the power, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what we were doing today was just introducing you to a new shot. This is a shot that some people say distinguishes 4.0 players from non-4.0 players. I see players at the 3.2 level who have this shot too. So I don't think it's a big distinction, but it's important to other people, so you may as well have it. It's a good shot. It's definitely a useful shot, especially when you're playing against 3.5. Well, it's a useful shot against everybody, but it's very effective against 3.5 to 4.0 that range. Below that, you don't get a whole lot of drop shots, right? Until people are kind of 3.5, they're not really dropping very effectively, so you won't get much of a chance to use it. But once you get to 3.5, people are deliberately trying to drop at that level, so you're going to get a lot of floaty drops, a lot of high drops, and this is a perfect way to counter those. So, any questions about what we did today?
No, just for the practice.
Exactly. And you're sticking around for advanced. What are you doing in the hour and a half?
I'm just going to stretch and stay warm, and then I'm just coming at 8:15,
Awesome.
I think so.
Perfect. All
Are
right.
you staying?
No, my mom has to go to.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye to you then because I need to get on with my other group here. So, you're welcome. Have an awesome day.